Hello everybody, Flik here and welcome to Let's Chat, my weekly vlog series posted every Monday at lunchtime if you're in the UK. And I don't really have anything in particular to talk about today, but I also do have an appointment to go to fairly soon as I'm recording this. So it's probably going to be mainly just questions and answers from the comment section of last week's vlog and also via Twitter. Although I will just say before I start, about an hour or so ago, before I did some recording prior to this, I got Platinum God on Binding of Isaac, and I am very, very proud of myself. It took 170 hours, but Platinum God, if you don't know, is the final achievement in the game. It's for literally doing everything possible in the game, 100%ing it, and only 2.6% of the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who own the game have ever got it. So, as far as gaming achievements go, that is now high up on my list. The hardest achievement to get by far was the achievement called Dark Boy, and I can't remember what the other one is called, Wim Boy I think. It's for getting through the harder areas of the game without getting a single bit of damage. Those were pure hell, but the rest of it was fairly manageable if you're willing to sink in the time. Oh, also, I'm aware this is the first of the month, however, it's a bit too early at the start of the month, so Patreon hasn't finished processing all the stuff from patrons from July, so the shoutouts and whatnot will be next Monday, and a few days after you hear this, I will be preparing the rewards and starting to send those out, and thank you very much for those who chose to support me. And if you're interested in more information, there's a link in the description box below. Anyway, let's get started with questions and answers, shall we? So let's go back to, let me just scroll here, number 35. We shall scroll to the bottom and just get started. So Throkers, the DLC videos were fine, and it's your commentaries that will keep people watching, so don't sweat it. People will be glad you're doing the DLC, so they'll just watch it and hopefully enjoy it. This is in reference to my fairly negative tone last time regarding, the screw up with the first 4 parts of the Crown of the Sunken King playthrough. They messed up, they were incredibly framey, and I would consider it bad to watch, I would say, is the fairest way to say that. But I'm very glad that other people are not as OCD about that kind of thing as me, and you're still willing to stick around for the commentary, so thank you very much. DRC97, if you could be a minion from Despicable Me... No, if you could have a minion, from Despicable Me, would you? I don't know what that is or what that combination of words means, so let me open up Google. I've heard of Despicable Me, it's like a Pixar film, right? Google, load faster, damn it. I know I'm uploading, but still. Okay, so, Despicable... Oops, that is not how you spell Despicable. Despicable Me Minion. And then I'll go to image, and I better not see any porn. Well, they're fairly adorable. How come some of them are Cyclopses and some of them aren't? Are they have they suffered an accident in the workplace? They look cute, but at the same time, they also look like they'd be irritating as hell. There's a picture of one, and above it just says, "I'm bad." So, does that mean he's bad at his job? I don't know, they kind of remind me of the Raving Rabbits, Ubisoft's run into the ground, cute at first, but then just irritating franchise. They remind me of them, so no. Iron Paladin added to that comment that he wouldn't, but he would rather have a minion from Overlord, as in the game that I don't like. Dragonakis. Oh, actually, this is the first of a few comments. I love that this happened, by the way. People ran with that story I told about the receipt I found in the trolley when I was going shopping that had this weird array of things purchased, and I wanted to know the backstory to why they were purchased, in that volume at once. So I think a few people chipped in with storylines, like ideas about why it happened. So Dragonakis said that baby wipes could mean happy me time, the Coke and Doritos mean man cave gaming session. So he's basically saying that the person who used the trolley before me was a hardcore gamer, and also a teenager. Good Rory, Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn is the 4th game and I still need to play it. Okay, are you using my comment section as like your online diary or something? Stacey Jackson, Warframe Update 14 is very buggy at the moment, but promising changes. I haven't spent any money and don't feel the need to. You want a lot of mods, get the Necroframe with Desecrate and or go in Orokin Defense... You're just saying words at this point. That's the easy way to get a lot of mods. I love painting 40k miniatures. I had multiple armies. Well, that's good to know. You should probably take your Warframe things to CR and Good Rory. They play it. In fact, they were looking for people to play it with, and they made a post about it in my Steam group. So if you are interested in playing Warframe on the PC, I'm not sure why you would be, but if you are and want to play it with CR and Rory, go check out that post they made. I think they were wanting to farm some... I don't know, I didn't read it. But it's there if anyone's interested and want to play it with them. Carneros, perhaps they were having, oh this is again in reference to the receipt I found in the trolley, perhaps they were having a picnic. Stuff like cola, Doritos and biscuits could just be the missing snack stuff, the baby wipes used for cleaning hands and face. Keep in mind it wasn't one pack of baby wipes, it was 2 or 3, right, from memory? So the weather was good at that point. That was when it was like super hot, so very possibly. So you could be right. Ollie Zeta joined in on the Gundam conversation that appeared out of nowhere. There's been 4 Dynasty Warrior Gundams games, I've played them all. Wait, did I bring it up last time? I can only assume I did, but I don't remember. And Reborn is his favourite. Oh, so you've played the one that Good Rory wants to play. G Hunt 123459. Don't beat yourself up over the frame issues, people stick around for how professional of a commentator you are. Well, that's very nice to hear, thank you very much. And I thumbed that comment up at the time, and now I am thanking you live. Also, I can't remember if it was on this, or just in some other video where, I think it might have been a Spelunky video actually, where I sometimes use the Spelunky videos almost as vlogs in themselves, where I go off on wild tangents just talking about stuff, and some people were saying, you know, very nice things. They were saying, I'm not the type of person who does a joke a second, or you don't stick around because I'm hilarious, I don't tell jokes constantly. But a couple of people, one person said they stuck around because of the friendly atmosphere that I create and I come across as a friend, and I'm very happy to hear that. And one person went a step further by saying that I inspire loyalty, which is astonishing, and if that is indeed true, then thank you very much. Let's move on from the soppy stuff. Voltaire, how do you spell that name? Oh right, yeah, I pointed out that you spelled Maya wrong. You spelled it like Maya. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, my dog's name is spelled M-Y-A, and it is pronounced Maya. And apparently that's his favourite dog, so there you go. I thought actually as I was doing that last little blurb that she was about to bark, because she was kind of sitting just across from me, and I heard people going past the house, and I was just kind of glancing as I was speaking thinking, you're going to bark any second and I'm going to have to say something, aren't I? But no, now she's just sleeping, I think. Or just lying there listening, knowing I'm talking about her. You know how dogs are. Anyway, let's move on. There's still a few more comments. 1979 Devil's Advocate. I'm going to go ahead and say Kids Party. Again, this is in reference to the receipt I found. The Doritos, the cookies, the soda are for them to eat. The baby wipes are to keep their hands clean, so you kind of had the same impression. It didn't seem that strange to me. Now, if they'd purchased some Vaseline or duct tape as well, ... Okay, well, fair enough. I didn't see kids. Do I still have that receipt? Hang on. I got a new desk, so I think I actually got rid of it because I had to clean out all the crap on my desk. Also, I said this on Twitter, but while I was cleaning my desk, I posted a picture of what the underneath of the old one looked like. It's horrific, so, you know, if you get sick easily, don't look. I found an advertisement by Squaresoft, not Square Enix, back when they were Squaresoft, behind my desk from 1999 advertising Final Fantasy VIII, and I also found a Chinese calendar from 2003. But yeah, I threw away the receipt sadly, so I can't double check. But no, when I read it, it didn't scream at me Kids Party. You wouldn't just feed kids Doritos, would you? I mean, that's just cruel. But still. Sean X Live. Sean X Live, or is that 2 like separate words? I'm not sure. Sean Live, let's say. Hope you didn't forget my questions I asked on the last Let's Chat. Oh, I did. You asked them after I'd already recorded the one you commented on there, because I did it early since I had a lot of stuff planned. We had the rest of the DLC to film and whatnot. Would love to hear your feedback on it. Well, I do have that window open, so I'll answer that in a second. But you also commented on Warblefram. By the way, I slightly disagree with the Warframe not being enjoyable without spending money. I'm currently playing it, and even though I'm not a veteran very good at it, I still have quite a bit of fun. Although I'm playing it solo and it does get a bit dull. Well, yeah, it would get very repetitive very quickly if you're playing it alone, definitely. So let's go back to the week before that, because this is where you asked a late question. Let me just see here. There you are. So this is where we leave comments for you to go over in the next chat. Well, this time it's 2 weeks, but still, yes. I would like to ask if you downloaded a game called Mountain Blade Warband. I haven't, but CR has. This is a game I enjoy very much, and I would probably love to watch. There was also a point where it was free for a while, and I would also like to add that I highly suggest downloading the Florist mod for it, as it improves some of the game and makes it pretty different from the vanilla. Well, as I say, CR plays it. I've never played it. It's like Chivalry, right? Or the War of Roses, or whatever it's called. Do note that Warband can almost be incompletable, very difficult if you're not good enough or have the settings at 100% or so. Since another YouTuber by the name of Zemaf took around 180-ish episodes, with most episodes being 30 minutes to 2 hours long each to finish it. My god. That sounds like... Oops, sorry for the phone. Is that a Twitter message? No, that's my appointment reminding me, or rather telling me I have to meet up in 10 minutes. So I'm afraid that means that this is only going to be 10 more minutes long at best. So let's move on and get through these questions. Yeah, so is it something I would try? It sounds like something I don't have the time for, even if I would enjoy it. That's the same mentality I have regarding MMOs, pretty much. I like them, but I don't have time for them. In fact, I think someone asked that, so we'll get to that in a second. Brandon Daigle, top 3 or so games for every gaming system you've ever played on. You realise I'm quite old, right? I've played on tons and tons of gaming systems. So I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to do that. Off the top of my head, 3 games that I would like rate in my list of best games ever. Not including games from, say, the last 5 years. Xenogears is my favourite game of all time. It was on the PS1. If you're in the US, you can get it on PSN. Just keep in mind it involves a lot of reading. Yeah, it's really long, but it's a really, really good JRPG. Something not from the last 5 years. Mega Man X, the original Mega Man X. I love that game a lot. And let's see, what else do I like from yesteryear? Super Mario 3. It's probably one of my favourite platformers from when I was a kid. But no, I couldn't go through every single console. GoldenEye, if I wanted to like mention N64 stuff. GameCube stuff, the Resident Evil remake, I really liked what they did with that. The PlayStation, Xenogears, PlayStation 2. I'm not sure, I don't think I have like a standout game on the PS2. There was a lot of games for it, which probably doesn't help me pick one. Going more modern, I really like Alan Wake. I would always recommend Alan Wake to anybody even mildly interested in horror games done right. It's not even like a jump scare game, it is just a horror game. It's like an interactive Stephen King novel, I would say. That's what Alan Wake is, and it is really, really good. So that definitely gets my vote. It's also in the Steam sales very often for very, very cheap if you want to get the PC version. Damn it, phone! Chris Rogers says, "Mwahahaha, my word has spread." I can't remember what I said that's in reference to, so I'll agree, and then shrug, and then walk away. Iron Paladin, Flik, do you have a physical copy of Monster Hunter, or did you buy it digitally? That's the word I was looking for. Technically, neither of those things. My copy was to be provided by Capcom because when I started doing Monster Hunter, the 2 videos I did with Dodger were part of a paid promotion. So they provided the copy of the game. I had to buy my own console, but what I was being paid covered that. So I was supposed to get a digital code for the game that Capcom provided Maker, and then Maker gave to the people all taking part in the Monster Hunter promotion. The problem was the codes were all for the US store only. So basically what Maker said was, right, fine, just go buy the game and we shall up your pay to cover the cost of you buying the game. Although now that I've just reminded myself of this, they said that to me, and nope, they didn't. So yes, I actually, now I think about it, I did buy it. I shouldn't have, it should have been covered by what I was paid, but I wasn't. And clearly Maya's disappointed that I did myself out of... Oh, it was expensive as well, because we pay hilariously over inflated prices for Wii U games here. I think it was 50 quid, which is hilarious actually, given that in this country you can now get it for free if you buy Mario Kart 8. Ugh. Oh well, never mind. That is it in the way of questions on the last Let's Chat. If you have any of your own, or subjects you just want me to chat about, feel free to leave a comment in the video you're listening to right now. And we will very quickly, and I apologise for having to go very quickly, but as I say, I have a meeting to go to in what will be like 7 minutes now. I'll go to Twitter and see what got asked on there. Let's see. Dragonaka said he bought 2 packets of donuts for £1. That implies to me they aren't good quality donuts. He realised he's the only one in the office today. Do I want a donut? Yes, but I only want Krispy Kreme, because now that Tesco's have started doing Krispy Kreme donuts, I can't have any others. They're too good. Aaron Hawkins, otherwise known as Tyrion Hunter. I've asked this so many times now, so I'm going to return it. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you and why? I am very happy where I live now. I just wish I had better internet. I would like to visit places. I'd love to visit some places in the US. I'd love to visit Japan. Maybe Australia, because I have family out there. But no, I'm happy living rurally in Scotland. The scenery is fantastic. I like not living in busy cities because I get anxious around busy metropolitan areas. So I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy where I am. I'd visit other places, I just wouldn't want to live there. Let's put it that way. Corsai55, have you read the Tales of Getty J series? If not, I would recommend it. I don't know what that is. Am I going to have to bring up old Google again? If this is porn! I don't think it is, but we'll see. We can very quickly check. Well, I say that, but then Google takes ages. Tales of the Getty... Is that a ship, if I had to guess by the name? What is it? It's on Amazon Books. Animals. Okay. By Chris Wooding. Is this the right thing I'm looking at? I'm not sure. I also can't tell by the... Oh, there we go. No, this is something different, I think. This is like some kind of western or something. Well, it's a series of books, either way. And no, I don't read many books these days. I don't have the time. If I was reading books right now, I'd be still reading my Japanese books that were teaching me how to, you know, do the language. So no, I can't remember what the last bit of fiction I read was. Oh, actually... Yes, the... what's the name of that game on the iPad? The sword one. Infinity Blade. It had a reasonably short story bridging the gap between 1 and 2. I got it for free, I can't remember why. And yeah, I read that. So that was the last bit of fiction I read. And it wasn't very good. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Magic Mumbo said fantastic news. That is in regards to me today finding out about getting approved for a press pass for Game Expo Scotland in October. And I will be going to it, barring any, you know, catastrophic event between then and now. So I will be going. Also, I got a spare one for my sister to come with me in case I needed a camera person. So I'm glad that worked out. The Lysander asked, wait, where is your question? I knew you'd ask something. Where is it? I've lost it. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Have you tried WildStar, or are you not for MMOs? I like MMOs, as I was saying earlier. I don't have time for MMOs. If I did, I'd still probably be playing Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, because I like it a lot. WildStar, I kind of actively avoided it because I got sick of seeing adverts about it. Because I let adverts play, because I support the people I watch. But the downside of that is occasionally seeing the same advert over and over. Like, I am also sick to death of the Kevin Spacey Call of Duty advert. Not that I was going to buy that game anyway, but there you go. And that is it in the way of questions. So that's going to conclude this one. It's going to be a bit short. Actually, there is one more thing I can briefly mention. The other reason I got a new desk is because I've also decided to upgrade my PC. It's getting a bit dated now. I need something that's faster for rendering. It means I can do more recording. It also means I can run games better, and hopefully it'll be also quieter. So I've made a very big investment in a new PC, and it's a monster of a PC. And I bring it up because I will of course be putting Patreon money towards the cost. I only use Patreon money for things which support or develop the channel. I don't just spend it on crap, put it that way. Also, I think that's a charity bag getting put through the door because the dog is going mental. Yeah, that's what that sounds like. So to very quickly go over the monster PC I'm getting, I'm not going to read out every single thing in it, but it's getting a Corsair Graphite 230T tower. It's Intel i7 479K. 4 gig processor overclocked to 4.4. It's water cooled. It's got a Asus Maximus 7 Ranger Z97 motherboard, 16 gig of Corsair Vengeance Pro 2400 DDR3 memory. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because the dog won't shut up. Of RAM, and the card is an AMD Radeon R9 290 4 gig card. It's also got SSD drive, and this will be the first SSD drive I've ever had, so I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on it. It's also got a backup, just a 2 terabyte normal hard drive for all the raw video footage I'm going to be fiddling around with. But anyway, I'm not sure when it will arrive. It's got like a week or week and a half build time on it, or, you know, pre-build time. You know how it is, because they want to make you try and spend 100 quid on, please build it quickly. Bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, I will be getting a monster PC. I hope you heard the stats I read out there over Maya barking. Apologies if you didn't. But still, that is going to conclude it. So I'm going to stop now. I really should have to. I have to go. So I just have to stop now. And I shall hope to see you back again next Monday for another rambling vlog. And feel free to, you know, leave your topics of discussion or comments in the comment section below, and I'll read them out next time. So ta-ta for now.